Hi gorgeous, you're seeing the same top again because it's hot, and I've said that before, but I can't move and the lights are so hot. But I've had some questions on whether or not I could do like a recent favorite top 10 drugstore products. So I thought that was a great idea and one that I would do. Now some of these are going to be some that you've seen me talk about and you see used almost on a daily basis, or a lot when I make videos, but maybe, you know, this might help some of those who just found me on here on this channel and you're wondering what my top 10 current favorite drugstore products are. So let's get started. I am wearing quite a few of these today, so you can see what they look like. Okay, let's get started with foundation. My recent love obsession with the drugstore foundation has been this one, and this just came to such a surprise to me. I did not think I was gonna like it at all, and I've mentioned this before, but it is the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder Foundation. I'm wearing this today. This gives you incredibly beautiful coverage, doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It sinks into the skin really well. My current shade is 328 Some Beige. It works really well when I'm tan, but it's a wonderful, wonderful foundation. You can hear it's really liquidy, but it just somehow glides onto the skin beautifully. I don't know how this will do with really oily skin, but I know that I have normal skin. I don't really have dry skin right now, and I don't have oily skin, and this works really, really well for me. So if you are in the market for a new drugstore foundation, I suggest giving this one a try. It really gives you wonderful, wonderful coverage. I'm just really blown away by it. Okay, the next two things I will not talk too much about because I have beaten this dead horse to death, but I cannot help it. I've mentioned it how many times? Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This particular color is sand, but really whatever shade you need, this is one of the best concealers of life. I've got a lot of high-end concealers, I've got some drugstore concealers, but this beats them all. Now this is primarily good for someone who has dry under eyes. Now I have dry under eyes, so I have to be careful wearing concealers that just sort of like accentuate that, and this doesn't. It's beautiful. It gives you like light to medium coverage. It's not super full coverage, but that doesn't bother me because again, if it's super full coverage and it just cakes up. But I love this concealer. If you've never ever tried it, you need to try it. It is awesome. And then of course, no favorite drugstore products would be complete without my Reserve You Cabana from Wet n Wild. Technically, apparently, this is called a bronzer. I mean, I can't imagine a ghost being able to wear this as a bronzer, but this is fantastic. I use this to set my under eye powder, my under eye concealer. I did that today, but I also wear this all over the skin a lot of times if I'm wanting a translucent powder. It gives you, it's funny because I can't describe the finish of this powder. It's not a fully matte. It's got like some sheen to it. You can see it on my finger. It's got a nice sheen to it, but it doesn't make you look sparkly. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing product. I love this. I don't think I could ever live without this, and it's like $4 and it is money well spent. And I often like to use this if, for example, I'm doing a super quick look and I don't want to do any eyeshadow or anything like that. I'll just put a little bit of concealer, like whatever's underneath my eyes, and I blend it out with the brush, run it over my eyelids, and then set it with this. It gives you the perfect sheen. It just sets the concealer so nothing creases, and it's just a must-have. Okay. Bronzers. I have two bronzers to talk to you about. This is what I'm wearing today. This is the NYC Sun and Bronze bronzing powder in the color Montauk Bronze. Now what I do is I sort of swirl all of these together like so. It's right on this, and it's not that dark, but this is not the bronzer you use for a strong contour. This is the bronzer you use to warm up the skin a little bit and give you a little bit of like a sheen. It's not like a super matte bronzer, but it is matte, but it's not, it appears matte, but it's not like a really flat matte bronzer. I really, really like this, but I have to say, let me get it out. These are going to count as two because I can't help it. I forgot to get this one out. If, however, you are on the market for a glowy, sun-kissed, you've just been in the Bahamas and you want to look sun-kissed, this is what you need. This is the Maybelline Dream Sun Bronzing Powder in the color 110 Glow Medium. You don't even know. Look at the sheen of that bronzer. This is so much better than my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess bronzer. It is so much better than the Makeup Forever, the latest one that I got. Although I do like that one. This is so much better than that. This is so much better than the Hourglass. It's so much better than the Becca. It's better than the Dior. It's better than a lot of high-end bronzers, if not most high-end bronzers. I won't say it's better than my Buxom Maldives bronzers because I love those bronzers. Those bronzers, they're very similar, but it's just a little bit darker, and those smell like coconut. But this is a gorgeous bronzer that I think, and it's creamy. It's just so, I mean, look at that. Look at that. If you want glow, get yourself some of this. But if you want a more subtle, not as glowy look, especially if you're more fair, give this one a try. This is really good. Okay, these two are kind of together, and then this one is separate, if you will. Let's see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yes. Best contouring powder of life. This is the L'Oreal True Match powder in N8 Cappuccino. Get rid of, don't even think about buying any of those contour palettes. I have so many that I never use because nothing beats this. This is smooth. This is beautiful color. It's not ashy. It doesn't make you look like you have mud on your skin. It's not powdery, but it's really nice and dark, and it creates the most perfect matte contour on the cheekbones, sides of the nose, forehead, whatever. It never looks like, a lot of powders can be so powdery that it's just obvious and unnecessary, but this is not one of them. This is absolute perfection. It is so much better than the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It is so much better than a lot of matte bronzers. Really, if you only have these two in your collection, you are set. You are good to go. Trust me when I tell you that I have a drawer full of bronzers and not very many will beat these two. Just trust me with this. Okay, then I'm going to talk about one blush, but really I'm talking about the whole line, but I'm bringing this out in particular. I'm not wearing this today. I'm wearing something else because I didn't want to be too sort of, I was afraid I would look too glowy. The Milani Baked Blushes are heavenly. If, however, you don't like shimmer, you're not going to like these. These are phenomenal, and the color I'm talking about in particular today is Rose d'Oro. For some reason, this looks incredible in the summer when you have a beautiful tan, but it looks amazing when you're fair as well. I don't know what it is about this, but it's beautiful. It does have some sheen and sparkle in it, but I don't mind that. It's right here. I'm swatching these quite heavily so you can see the actual shades. I don't mind that. I'm someone who is not a fan of really matte powders, especially blushes, because I like that glow. I like that dewiness. I just feel like it brings life to the skin. It brings just radiance to the face. I just think it makes the biggest difference, and I know in my heart of hearts that if you tried this, you would love it. And I have so many shades that you can't go wrong. Great price, just all around fantastic blush. So that's that. Let me grab, well, you know, I would pause, but I don't feel like it. I'm grabbing a baby wipe to clean my fingers. Okay, the next one, I'm not so sure. I mean, it's drugstore prices, but you have to order it online. And I'm mentioning it because it's gorgeous. Not only is it gorgeous too, but they've got great range of shades, but you just trust me. The ColourPop highlighter in Wisp is incredible. I think this is one of the most beautiful products ever, and I believe this is only $6, and it's definitely drugstore money, drugstore prices. It is so good. It is so bouncy, creamy. It is just, look at that. Let me just do it justice if I can. Do you see that? When I wore this a while back, not too long ago, I had this on the skin. I was in the car with gel. And he said to me, "Whoa, what's on your face?" And at the first, I thought something was wrong. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Oh, you just look like you have like a wet, like sparkly sheen on your face." And I said, "Really?" And I realized that this is what I was wearing. This is the beauty about this product. Because it's not powdery, I mean, this is not, I don't even think this is powder at all. It gives you that glow from within, but no powder can be distinguished on your face. And I love that. Now, I haven't tried any other shades. I've seen them online. I haven't tried any other. If you have, let me know down below. But the color Wisp is a perfect champagne goldy color that I think would look amazing on pretty much every skin tone. I don't think a single person would not love this. I think everyone would love this, and I think you need to give this a try. That's what I think. Okay, let me get this off of my hand. Two things are going to be kind of like combos, so bear with me. I'm wearing this combo today. This is my favorite mascara combination. It is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, 2 coats of this, with 1 to 2 coats, up to you, of the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This gives you length and a little separation, but mostly length. And I love that it's almost like a little, by the way, do you know how comfortable I am? I've got like my elbows on my desk. This has like a little teeny tiny comb, so it's perfect to go right at the very base of your lashes. And I wear this on my lower lash line too, and it never runs on me. Then this one gives you volume. So this one gives you length, this one gives you volume. So you really get the best of both worlds. And I've tried every high-end mascara you can think of, and this is pretty unbeatable. In my opinion, this is unbeatable. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And then two lipstick lines, I guess you could say. One of them is from CoverGirl. Now, I don't really know what this lipstick line is. Let's see. It doesn't say. But anyway, CoverGirl lipsticks. Amazing. Amazing. Some of them are, I don't like any lipstick that's a frost or a shimmer. None at all. It's got to be a cream or it has to be matte. And I do occasionally buy satin. I mean, I do wear satin in MAC lipsticks. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Angel might be a frost. I'm not sure, but I think so. I think it's the only frost. Yeah, I don't know why, because it's not frosty at all. But anyway, I don't do frosty lips. They make me look like I belong in a Molly Ringwald movie from 1984. They just make me look like I look ridiculous, basically. The creamy lipsticks from CoverGirl, I don't know what this particular line is. I just think it's just a regular line. Is amazing. This color is fantastic. It's the color Creme. You see how pretty that is? It's got some nice sheen to it. It's glossy. It feels so, it's right here. It feels so good on the lips. You can wear this with so many different things. It looks good with Soar lip liner. You take it a little bit more with that mauve pink. You wear like a Milani Nude lip liner or all natural lip liner, that's its name. And you take it a little bit more nude. It's a beautiful lipstick that I have turned so many people onto, because so many of my friends, because they always wonder what I have on my lips when I'm wearing this. So I wanted to mention that. And then the matte lipsticks from Maybelline. Hands down, I think the best matte lipsticks at the drugstore. Really fantastic. And this is one of my fall favorites, although I wear this all the time. This is the Touch of Spice. It is such a beautiful color. I cannot even stand it. And I love the way this looks on the lips. I feel like a lot of matte lipsticks kind of like accentuate, if you've got dry lips, they just make them look worse. I don't find that with these. I just find that they last really well. They're matte, but you can see it's got a sheen to it, so it doesn't make your lips look like they're going to crack off of your face. They're just really good, and I love the entire line. I've got quite a few of them. I don't have all of them because a lot of them were too pale or some of them were too dark, but this is one of my all-time favorites. But really, if you are in the market for a matte lipstick, give this one a go. And lastly is my favorite lashes ever. I've got House of Lashes, I've got velour lashes, I've got red cherry lashes, I've got every lash you can think of, every brand you can think of. Nothing beats these. These are my all-time favorite, and they are the Ardell Natural Demi Wispies. The reason why I love these is because, first of all, they're not too ridiculous looking. I love that they kind of graduate from short to long, giving you know, accentuating that cat eye look. And I love that the band is nice and thin. You can manipulate it how you want it, and it really is a fantastic starter lash. If you're someone who's just starting to wear lashes, I think these are easy enough to wear. They're easy enough to apply if you are new at wearing lashes. You, I think, would love these. I have so many of these in my little box of lashes, and they just continue to be my favorite. I know I've mentioned these a million times probably in my tutorials, but these are hard to beat. And you can find these multi-packs for like $8 or $9, and you get 4 pairs, and I can wear each pair a good 3 or 4 times before I toss them. So had to mention these because they are my favorite lashes. I will leave everything I mentioned in the description box down below. On my lips, I'm wearing Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Serenity. Don't love it. It's the weirdest. I mean, I like the color, but it never fully sets, so it just feels weird to me, and I don't like it. But these are fantastic. I think you would really, really love these, and give them a try. I mean, if you're new at wearing lashes, just cut them in half and just wear them as corners. You know, wear the longest side as just like corner lashes to just really emphasize a look. But I think they're fantastic. So anyway, let me know down below if you'd like me to do like a current top 10 like high-end like must-haves, or I don't know, anything you really want to see. Let me know down below. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and please share with us some of your favorite drugstore must-haves, or even if you have some drugstore gems. I'd love to see those. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!